Joining us today is Brandon Xavier Gibson, an upcoming freshman at North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University School of Engineering, courtesy of the Thurgood Marshall College Fund. Brandon, as you prepare to step onto campus and into the field of engineering, we want to talk about impact. What core principles or values do you believe are most essential to creating positive change in your community and future career? And how do you plan to embody them in your academic pursuits and daily interactions?
Thank you. I'll be happy to answer that for you. If you want to understand what drives me, you have to look at my hands. Since I was a 5-year-old toddler beating on my mother's kitchen strainers with a spatula, I have been obsessed with rhythm. Over the last 13 years, that early play transformed into a deep mastery of the drums and a passion for music production. Drumming taught me my very first core value, relentless discipline. It taught me that complex, beautiful systems are built beat by beat, step by step, through consistent, focused effort. But as I transitioned into high school at the Rockdale Magnet School for Science and Technology, I realized that technical skill without human connection is incomplete. The core principles most essential to creating positive change in our communities and future career fields are empathy-driven innovations and collaborative service. True progress does not happen in a vacuum. It happens when we use our technical talents to solve real-world human struggles. My belief in these values was put to the ultimate test during my sophomore year when my grandfather suddenly fell ill. Spending those months helping care for him, supporting his nurse, and navigating the quiet weight of his passing on February 11th, 2024, shifted my perspective forever. I realized my academic goals could no longer just be about my own success, they had to honor his memory. Remembering how painful and difficult hospital restrictions were, I turned my grief into a distinct purpose. I designed an at-home ventilator and ECG system utilizing the Internet of Things technology and artificial intelligence to analyze patient vitals. This project, which ultimately qualified for the state science fair, showed me the true power of electrical engineering. High-tech healthcare should never be a luxury reserved for the few. It must be a fundamental right. As I begin my next chapter majoring in electrical engineering at North Carolina A&T, I plan to actively embody these principles in two distinct ways. In my educational pursuits, I will approach my studies with a profound sense of urgency. I treat every lecture, every laboratory experiment, and every late-night study session not as a requirement, but as a stepping stone. Whether researching control systems or developing embedded hardware, my academic focus will always remain anchored to real-world utility and social good. In terms of my interactions with others, my volunteer work at Rockdale Emergency Relief taught me that many people are fighting invisible battles. In my interactions with peers, professors, and community members, I commit to being a humble collaborator. Much like playing in a musical ensemble, the best engineering solutions require us to listen closely to others, value diverse perspectives, and elevate to the voices around us. Opportunity is not a gift, it is a harvest. With a foundation built on technical excellence, a heart shaped by family and community sense, and a discipline of a lifelong musician, I am ready to step on campus, I am ready to work, I am ready to learn, and I am ready to use engineering to save lives, build hope, and lift up the community that raised me. Thank you very much. My name is Brandon Gibson, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation.